In this Anvil Hawk video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build your Hawk so that you can max out your engines, weapons, shields, and keep your signature as low as possible. At the end, we'll also do a combat mission to see how she performs. But first, let's get into the build. For the Anvil Hawk build, I went with full CF repeaters here just because their projectile speed is super nice. You can also go attritions if you want to, but I prefer CF repeaters. It makes it a lot easier to hit your targets. So full CF repeaters. For the shields, I went with palisades. These have the best shield HP at the moment. If you want to go with something else, I would recommend the FR66. Since this is a pretty decent shield, it regenerates super quickly. And if you can outmaneuver, you might get your shields back here and there. Doesn't have that much shield HP. You also can't buy these. Since they are not in shops, you will need to loot these. But the palisades, if you click here, you can definitely buy them in Stanton here. I do have a video where I show you all the shops where you can buy. So you can just go to Urkel, look at the shop name here, go to my video, and then I'll show you exactly how to get there if you're super new. So very helpful video. I'll link it in the description. For our power plant, you can just keep the regular one since it will provide you enough power. If you want to activate the EMP, you'll just take one power from shields and put it into your EMP here. So very helpful. You can get a better one. For example, you can get the JS300, but you will need to loot it. Plus, this will also allow you to power your EMP without reducing any of your shield power, right? So very good if you can get this. Otherwise, you can go with just a regular one. Or if you want to optimize for a little bit more signature, you can go with one with still 16 power, but gives you a little bit less signature. For example, if I open up here, I go to EM per segment and we scroll down all the way. You can see here, a Luma core will give you very good power, 16, but a little bit less signature than the regulars. So a Luma core will work quite nicely. Then for coolers, coolers at the moment don't really matter as long as you have one cooler equipped. Usually I go with a stealth cooler just to keep your signature down so that your IR doesn't climb super high. So only a stealth cooler is needed, only one. Then for quantum drives, I like to go with a stealth quantum drive, the Cypher here. Very nice. It keeps your IR and EMs down. But if you want something a bit faster and don't care about stealthiness, then you can probably go with the Colossus. Very good for a general quantum drive. It's super fast and fuel efficient. Very good. But as you can see, the EMs will spike, so it's definitely not for me. So I'll keep my stealth quantum drive and keep my IR signatures down by quite a bit. And I'll also go back to my palisades since I do not have any other shields. But if you can get a FR1, very good. And here for power management, usually what I do, I run my power like this, full weapons, full thrusters, both shields will be active, plus 1 pip in regeneration. And then this last little power, I'll put into my EMP if I'm going to use it. Otherwise, I'll just run full shields, full thrusters, full weapons. And that's basically the build. Let's go do a PvE mission to see how the Hawk performs. For our PvE mission to test out the Anvil Hawk, I'm going to do Combat Gauntlet, Scenario 6. Why do we do this? Well, it spawns 2 Gladiuses and 1 Constellation, giving it a good mix of ships, both big and small. Before we start with the mission, I quickly want to show you how to use the EMP. The EMP you can activate by making sure that you have power to it right here. It will take 1 power bar. To activate it, I usually just scroll down twice, then I can click and it will start building. Here you can see a little bubble around you. About 500 meters you need to be in range. They're about to activate it. So once it builds to 100, you can activate it by just clicking again. And you will basically damage your shield just a little bit, but you can build it again and again. I think you need about 2 of these to turn off a regular ship. Not 100% sure, I haven't tested it. And then you can just scroll back to guns. And once you get close, you can switch to it, activate, and go right back to guns. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this, we'll see. But first, let me take out the gladiuses. I'm gonna take out this gladius first here. Maybe I show it down, who knows. But I at least gonna try the EMP every now and then to see what happens. But first, we need to get the shields down, right? Plus, there's a constellation around us, so we need to be very careful. So we've got the shields down. Should be in range. Let's build it again. Quickly killing the gladius. Constellation is still here. We need to be very careful. That thing will straight our shields. Difficult gaining on the gladius here. I haven't flown with light fighters in a minute. Usually I go with bigger fighters for the most part. So I'm not the most skilled in it. But I can still maneuver here and there. Stay on target at least. Or try to. Let's go EMP here. See if we can activate it. I think I just activated it. Gladius is still going, I think. But it seems a little bit slower though. Maybe I turned it off. I think I did turn it off. Now for the constellation. Constellation a little bit riskier. Let's see if I can turn off its back shield. And then we might actually go in for the EMP. Maybe to turn it off. We'll see here. Back shield should be off. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Switch to EMP here. I think I activated it. I'm going to charge it again. Okay, let's get close here. I think I got it. Feel like it's down. It's not down. Still shooting. Let me activate it again. There we go. It's charging. I'm just up strafing and rolling just a little bit here and there. Try and avoid some of the fire. A little bit difficult here and there. Let's go to EMP again. Doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe I'm too far away. Or I'm just lagging. Who knows? I'm not doing the most optimal thing. I should sit on top of the constellation. But I'm also trying to build my EMP to see if I can shut it down. Okay, let's go EMP again. I think I got it. Not quite sure. I'll activate it again. Still going though. Gonna go backwards again. My shields are constantly suffering. So not the best for me. And you can see the thing is not taking any damage because of the invulnerable spots, I think. But I am trying to get my EMP up here. Closer. I think this is good. It ram it, unfortunately. The shields are back though. So we'll have to take it down again. I'm gonna sit behind it here. See if I can destroy it. Doing quite a bit of damage to me though. Okay, my shields is down. See if I can get it back. Keeping some distance here. See if I can get some of the shields back here as well. Almost blacking out. But you can see this thing is not taking a lot of damage. I think it's mostly because of the cargo bay. I need my shields up before I can EMP, I think. Otherwise I'll turn myself off. Just made some distance so that I can get my shields back. And then I'll see if I can EMP again. Not sure if all the shield faces need to be down. I guess not, right? Let's go in here for the kill. EMP. Activate. That kind of looked like it hits the shield. So I don't think it actually works on the constellation just yet. The turret is not shooting at the moment. So maybe it worked. Who knows? But you're small enough to be able to avoid the fire of the constellation if you just upstrafe a little bit. Let's activate it again. At least the turrets might be off, I think. Here we go, almost 100%. I should be close enough. Activate. I think it's hitting the shields. Let's just destroy the thing.
Not gonna lie, that one hurt.
Just gonna shoot at the back here, not on the cargo hold. Ship is getting pretty red though, so we should be decent. And there we go. I think the EMP is probably for smaller ships and not bigger ships, since the constellation was very difficult to turn off. But the Gladiators did stop functioning after I EMP'd, so it does work. But hope you enjoyed this loadout. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.